Hi everyone, today we're going to be going through how we can unpivot a manager hierarchy table which is flat. So here we have a table with employee data, and next to the employee data we have their manager information. What we ideally want is their manager information in a pivoted format. So where we've got a particular person that we're looking at, for example, this person Quinn, then we want to see the whole hierarchy of their manager structure, which would be Mia, and then their manager is Ian, and then their manager is Eve. And that's what this table is doing. So for this Quinn person, we can see that we've got their managers, but in a single row, so it's easy to see the hierarchy and where. So how do we construct this type of table, or transform this type of table from a flat format to the one you see here? I'm going to delete this table first, and get rid of this highlights. Okay, first thing you want to go to is go into data, and in the ribbon click on somewhere on the data table, and then press this button, from table / range. This should open up the Power Query user interface. Here we are, perfect. So the first stage of this is to get all of the managers out into separate columns, and it's almost like doing a VLOOKUP on the previous column until you get to the end. I'll show you what I mean. So the VLOOKUP in Power Query is called merge. So what we want to do is go into the home tab and then click this button, and not merge queries as new, just do merge queries. And we're going to be merging manager ID on its own table, employee ID. Press OK, and then expand that table. So, and we just want to expand two columns, manager ID and manager name. You can untick use original column as prefix. Press OK. So now we have the managers of the manager in this last column. So look inside, then you can see there's a lot of people in here, a lot of employees. We want to continue doing this process until there's only one person left, which in this case is Alison, who's the CEO. So I'm going to do that again. Merge queries, go right to the end, manager ID, merge it back on itself to employee ID, expand the tables, and we just want manager ID and manager name. Now when we look, there's still a lot of people, but less. So let's merge again. Merge queries. On the second to last column, there you go, manager ID 2. We're merging on ourselves again, the same table, employee ID. Press OK. Then expand the table just for manager ID and manager name. Now let's have a look. Yep, still some names in there. I think we need one more merge until we get to just the CEO in that last column. So manager ID 3, which is the last manager column we just produced in the merge step just before. Merging on ourselves again, the same table, employee ID, OK. Expand out just for manager ID and manager name. Press OK. And hopefully now we just see one name in the last column. Yeah, we do. So it's just Alice Johnson now, which is as far as we need to go. So now that table that we're aiming for only has manager names in it and not IDs. So let's delete the IDs. So I'm selecting the columns that have the IDs now by pressing the Control key, and that lets you select individual columns together. Once they're selected, right click, remove columns. So we're nearly there. The only thing is, all of these the structure of the table now has the highest manager at the end, but we want the highest manager in the beginning. We want to swap these columns around, and I don't know a good an easy way of doing this in the interface, but let me know in the comments if there is one. But the way I've gotten around this is by using merge columns and then splitting that merge column back out again. So yeah, select the manager columns, press shift, and that'll select the whole range. And then we want to go into transform and merge columns. Separator could be anything, colon say. Let's call that level, that new column, press OK. So now this is just a concatenation of all of those columns for the managers. So if we look at the M code here, we can see that it's combined the columns, but in this particular order there. We want to reverse this order, and luckily there's a nice function that does that, which is called list reverse. So type that, open the bracket, and then close the bracket after the end of the list and press enter. So yeah, there you go. We have Alice at the beginning all the way through. Perfect. The next challenge we have is when we split this column out, we can see there's delimiters here which we want to get rid of. The beginning of those semicolons shouldn't be there. So to get rid of these leading semicolons, select the level column, go into format and trim. We just need to amend this code now, because even though we've got that trim function in there, it hasn't actually done what we want it to. So the way you can amend this is, instead of text.trim, we want text.trim start. Yeah, that one. Open bracket. And in here we can simply put underscore and press comma, and then it asks for what your delimiter is. In this case is that colon, and then press enter. Oh sure, so when you use this underscore you need to put each in as well. So put an each before the function, press enter. Yeah, there we are. So now you should see all the leading semicolons are gone. Perfect. So now we can split this column back out again, now that it's reversed. So you highlight that. In here you go split column by delimiter. Our delimiter is going to be colon. Press OK. There we are. Perfect. Level 1 to level 5. The last step here is to sort the employee IDs in the way that it was sorted in the beginning, which was descending. For some reason when you merge, this order gets changed. I'm not sure why. So that last step is just to put it back in the order it originally was in. So yeah, that should be it. Going to close and load 2. And let's put this table in the existing worksheet next to our flat table and press OK. And there we have it. I'll X out of that right hand section. So now again, we've got what we want. For Quinn, we want to see Mia, Ian, Eve, Bob, and do we? We do. For Quinn, we see Mia, Ian, Eve, Bob, and obviously the CEO, Alice. So yeah, hopefully that's useful to someone out there. It's quite a niche problem in HR. Usually your HRIS systems would take care of this. But for whatever reason, if you do need to do this, then now you know how to. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed the video, and goodbye for now.